Hey everybody. So it's been a while since I did a video. The last one I did was about the Continental Terra Speeds, like a first impression. And then just since then, I just haven't been recording. I've been riding quite a bit. But I thought I'd give a follow-up. I had put the Terra Speeds on to do Rasputitsa because the ones I had were stock tires, the tires I had on here before. And I just wanted something different, a little bit wider than the 38s that were on there. So these are 40s, and you can see all my information in that other video. So what happened? So right before I was about to do Rasputitsa up in Vermont, like a week before, I noticed that there's a bunch of pinhole leaks of sealing coming out of this tire. So it was probably okay. It was probably just doing what it was supposed to do. However, I kind of panicked a little because I'm like, I don't want to go all the way up to Vermont, do this crazy race, and have tire issues. So I went ahead, and at the time, this was the best rate. Like, everybody loved these Pirelli Cinturato Gravel M's. So I went ahead and got one to put it on the rear tire, and I figured this one, I could always add it back later, either as a front tire or whatever. So I did the event, and it was good. I mean, it was like almost 60 miles, 6,000 feet of climbing. Crazy difficult, probably the most difficult ride I've ever done. But everything held up okay. At the time, I remember going through some sections, and I thought the chunkier tire, this is also a 40, but I don't know if you could tell, it's clearly sits wider than the Continental. Anyway, at this point, this one has about 800 miles on it, and the front Continental has about 1,100 miles on it. Tread's still fine. I still, no problems with traction and stuff like that. The other one's definitely chunkier, has a little bit more traction. In retrospect, I'm not sure I really need that. I mean, I've ridden single track with this bike a little bit, but it probably would have been fine with this. But these are definitely more meaty. So depending on how much gravel, when time comes to replace it, I could go either way. The interesting thing is this tire, which is supposed to be like super solid, it got these great reviews. I did have a puncture that I couldn't see. It kept leaking every time I rode. It would seal up, and then next ride I'd get the spray again, and it was the same spot, where eventually I had to put a plug into it. So it was kind of surprising. I didn't think, I wasn't expecting to have tire issues with the Pirelli at first. So anyway, when one of these wear out, it'll probably be the front Continental first. I would put this one back on for a while, and then at some point decide what I want to go with next. Would I do the Pirelli, the Continentals again? I probably would. I probably overthought the whole pinholes that I was seeing, but like I said, you have an event you're signed up for and pay a lot of money. I didn't want to go up there and have tire issues. I probably wouldn't have, but I didn't even want to risk it. So definitely I felt like the rides were quicker on the Continentals as far as further impressions of this. But again, I only have 1,000 miles on this tire, so basically since April. Keep in mind I have a mountain bike, I have a fat bike, and I have a road bike that I've been riding a lot too. So but this does get a fair amount of riding. So anyway, I just wanted to follow up with that. I would get them again, I guess, but the Pirellis did pretty good too. I actually like the way the Pirellis look a little bit better with that sidewall. But that being said, I have the road bike when I want to go fast, so I probably would consider the Pirelli before I'd consider the Continental again. But anyway, I just wanted to wrap that up and bring it back, since I did the first impressions video and I wanted to do kind of a follow-up on that. All right, thanks all. Have fun riding.